Hello again, and welcome to All Painting My Way. My name's Rob. Hope you're having a good day. Right, in one of the previous videos, I think it was the one regarding minimal equipment that you're going to need when you first start out with oil painting. One of the pieces of equipment I mentioned was brushes. I've got a small selection of brushes here which I'm going to show you. These are the ones that I actually first started out with, and I basically found them useful, so I thought I'd pass that on to you, and hopefully you'll find it useful as well. This is the first brush. This is a 1-inch brush. Let me hold it against my top so you can see it. Basically fairly long bristles. It's actually got a 1-inch written on it. If I can get the glare off of the ferrule there. It's actually got 1 inch written on it. If I hold that up, maybe you can see it a bit clearer. It's a good old 1-inch brush. It's a little bit dirty. I've been a bit naughty there and not cleaned it properly. But we all make mistakes. But this brush I normally use if I'm doing a lot of blocking in. If I've got a big area to cover, I'll use this for basically blocking in fairly quickly, just so I can get on with the rest of the detailed work. This brush here, as I say, is ideal. It's ideal for doing blocking in stuff. So I'd recommend one of those 1-inch brush. Again, if you can see it there, that'll speed things up for you. And, is an ideal brush to start with. We've also got filbert, good old filbert brush. Again, let me see if you can see it there. This is a round tipped brush. But a bit of a close-up. Hopefully you can see it there. It's a fairly long handled brush. Great for doing things like tree trunks, things like that, branches. Again, filling in. I mean, all brushes can be used for a variety of different things. I'm not saying what I'm telling you to use them for is what you have to use them for. You can paint anything with any brush, within reason. I mean, obviously you're not going to use the 1-inch brush to do fine detail work. That would be a bit silly. But obviously, yeah, this is a filbert brush. I use this for, let's say, tree trunks, branches, filling in small areas, bushes, all sorts of things like that. This is a number 4 filbert. I've actually got a number 2 filbert as well, slightly smaller. Put them side by side. You can see the difference. Not a lot different, exactly the same shape, just one smaller than the other. And down there, hopefully you can see that. Sorry about the glare, it's just coming off the light. Yeah, so that's the filbert. Both, as I say, got long handles. Ideal, again, if you're doing with this filbert, if you were doing a tree which is further back in the distance, and you could do a trunk with that, it wouldn't be as prominent as obviously the tree you've done in the foreground with the bigger filbert. But as I said, you can use these for a variety of different applications. But yeah, these are the ones. What I would recommend is, if you're actually using brushes, try and get 2 of each, so you can use one for your dark colours and one for your light colours. Because if you go and paint something which is in a black or a dark blue or a dark brown, and then you rinse your brush out and then you try and paint a creamy colour or a white or a yellow, you're basically going to get the dark colour that you had previously leaking out of this little ferrule, and it will start going into the lighter colour, and it will start contaminating that colour. If you can get 2 of each brush, basically the same size, obviously not like I've got here, one is a 4 and one's a number 2, but if you've got like 2 number 2s, basically one will be your light colours, one used for your darks. It will just make life a lot easier for you and save any contamination into any of your lighter colours. But those filbert brushes, those are ideal, and I'd recommend those if you're starting out. Well, you always need these in your kit because they're so versatile. But yeah, filbert, number 2 and number 4. What else have we got here? We've got a number 4 detailed round brush. This is medium sized handle. It's fairly small. I don't know if you can see the shape of that. I'll actually hold that up against the camera. You can see the shape against my head there. It's actually into a nice little point. This is basically what we'd use for detail if you're doing maybe a portrait or something like that, and you're doing detailed work around the eyes or the nose or the mouth or anywhere. It's just nice sharp point. This is a number 4. You can get various sizes like you can with any brush, but this I'd recommend as one for your starter kit, and this is one that I've been using for a long time. This is actually a new brush. The other one I've been using so much it was actually worn out, so this is a new one for me. But yeah, nice detailed round brush. This is a number 4. So again, there it is, nice shape. You see the shape of it there. Okay, another brush recommend for your starting. And then finally is a good old script liner brush. Again, let me see there. This is a fairly short handled one. The difference with this brush, script liner, it's actually got fairly long bristles. If I can actually hold that up, you see it again against my head. Long, as you can see, long bristles. This is very good at actually holding the paint. It will hold a fair amount of paint. And basically this is ideal if you're painting branches on trees and things like that. It holds a lot of paint, it flows really easy, and lots of branches and trees. I've done thousands and thousands of those. This brush I find ideal for that sort of thing. It's also good for grasses if you're flicking up from the bottom of a canvas, basically to put grass in of some sort. This script liner brush is great for that. Also, and more importantly, I think this is ideal for actually signing your name, putting your signature on your canvas, letting everyone know that you've actually done the work. It's ideal. Fill it in, sign your painting, sign your canvas, sign it with your initials, or you can sign it with a symbol, or anything that's unique to you, whatever colour you choose. Just make sure that you stick with that, so that every painting you've done, it's always got the same symbol or signature on, and people will know in years to come that it's actually one of yours. And to do that, script liner brush, ideal for that, holds a lot of paint, flows nice and easily. So basically those are the brushes as a starter that I would recommend. I'll pick them all up here so you can see them all. Basically there's your 2 filberts. You've got a number 2 and a number 4. You've got a number 4 detail round brush, a script liner brush, a 1-inch brush, and actually a number 12 flat brush. Did I mention the number 12 flat brush? Oh, maybe I didn't. Number 12 flat brush. Let me squeeze this in quickly. Ideal because of the flat edge on it. Let me put those down. Number 12. There it is. Sorry about the shine on the ferrule. Can't get rid of it. There we go. It's got a nice flat edge to it. Turn it sideways. You can see when you put your paint on there, you can get a nice chiseled edge on it. And this is ideal if you're actually doing a building or something and you're getting a rooftop. The flat edge on it is ideal for basically painting and creating that flat edge, outlining the edge of a building because of the straight edge. You can get a fair bit of detail on this. You can also use the corners for different effects. We'll go into that in a later video. It's a nice short handle on this one. So this is number 12 flat brush, and this will go with the rest of these brushes that I mentioned. Those are ideal if you're just starting out. Those are the sort of brushes. I use these all the time and I'd highly recommend them. So if you are starting, go ahead. I'm not saying that you have to definitely use these. I'm just saying these are the ones that I recommend. There is no right and wrong, no brush to use. Basically in oil painting, you use whatever you want because everyone's technique is different. I'm just saying I use these. If you want to use them, feel free to do so and let me know what you think. As I say, these are the ones I'm using and I've been using for a long time. So hopefully you found that useful. Please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about in the next video, but what can that be about? Not sure yet. I haven't decided. If you'd like to find out what it's going to be, then make sure you subscribe and you'll find out. Hit the little bell, the little notification. It's down here somewhere. The little bell that notify you next time I put a video up, and you'll be able to see what video I've decided to make next. So this has been Oil Painting My Way. My name's Rob. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon.